Langle's first memory was of being woken in the night and carried to the beach by her parents. They lifted her up and gave Madeleine her first glimpse of the vastness of the universe, the expanse of the ocean, and the star-filled sky. She saw little of the stars in the New York City of her childhood, and not enough of her parents. Her mother was often at her piano, and her father, a journalist, novelist, and playwright, was at his typewriter. Madeleine, meanwhile, would be in her room dreaming, reading, and, as soon as she could hold a pencil, writing. At age 10, Madeleine's father handed her his old typewriter, and she turned to its keys rather than her homework each day after school. Madeleine's teachers thought and expected little of her. In 5th grade, when she won a poetry contest, her teacher accused her of plagiarism rather than seeing Madeleine in a new light. Madeleine's parents abruptly deposited her at a boarding school in Switzerland. Surrounded by chattering peers and matrons that only refer to her by number, Madeleine survived by developing an impenetrable force field of silence. Under that force field, she could be the independent thinker and writer that the school's regimen so coldly discouraged. After graduating from Smith College with a passion for writing plays, Madeleine was pulled into the orbit of the New York theater. In the wings of touring productions, surrounded by dialogue and plot, she wrote her first novels and discovered the handsome fellow actor, Hugh Franklin. Madeleine and Hugh bought a Connecticut farmhouse they called Crosswicks, ran the local general store, and raised their family. Conventional life with its pie crusts and waxed floors was often an uncomfortable fit for Madeleine. And how could she write with 3 children in the house? Using her force field of silence, she inhabited other selves and other ages, and she wrote. Restless with village life and despairing over her difficulty getting published, she found inspiration in an unlikely place. In the work of physicists Einstein, Planck, and Heisenberg, she saw a reverence for the beauty and ever-unfolding laws of the universe. This deep sense of meaning and belonging was like that first memory of the ocean at night. The vastness of the universe was open to her. Their theories fit with a concept she had been exploring in her journal since 1953, the Tesseract. Around the Tesseract, Madeleine constructed an unconventional family living in a conventional town, a girl whose teachers underestimated her, a father who was absent, and an evil that punished independent thinking. The Tesseract connected that family and that girl to an entire universe of unimaginable creatures, all connected to one powerful source of light. This highly unconventional novel, rejected by dozens of publishers, went on to win the Newbery Medal and has sold over 17 million copies in over 30 languages. In the 60 other books Madeleine wrote across genres, she beguiled readers and thinkers by embracing the imagery and language of both science and spirituality. Madeleine L'Engle signed A Wrinkle in Time with Tesser Well. Why? Perhaps she hoped her readers, like Meg, would risk being vulnerable, think independently, fight darkness, and step out into the night and open themselves to the stars. How have Madeleine L'Engle's books affected your understanding of yourself or the universe? Share your thoughts with the hashtag L'Engle100. That's hashtag LENGLE100. And as we step into the next 100 years of L'Engle's influence on readers and thinkers of all ages, we invite you to read or revisit her works published by Macmillan and others. Listen to her words with the award-winning audiobook productions from Listening Library, including the re-release of L'Engle's own recordings of the Time trilogy. And as always, Tesser Well.
Up on the summit of Mohawk Mountain in northwest Connecticut is a large flat rock that holds the heat of the sun long after the last rays of sunset have left the sky. We take our picnics up there and then lie on the rock and watch the stars come out, one pulsing slowly into the deepening blue, and then another, and another, and another, until the sky is full of them. A book, too, can be a star. explosive material capable of stirring up fresh life endlessly, a living fire to lighten the darkness, leading out into the expanding universe.